Good morning. It is Friday morning. I was going to say it's Sunday morning. It's Friday morning. I'm in Chicago, getting ready to head to the airport to fly back to Florida. But I just wanted to give you a quick update. I wanted to share a request and tell you how I am blessed. So, update. Yesterday, we did fill out an application. Thank you to all of you that have been helping us find places to live and look into places. It's been complicated because many of them are not available November 1st, or many of them are super expensive because it's going into snowbird peak season in Florida. But we did fill out an application for Fort Myers, 3-bedroom, dog friendly, great Wi-Fi yesterday. And we also have a friend who might be moving back to Kentucky, but her husband's staying there as a backup plan in Cape Coral that we have. So that's our update. I thank you all so much. We don't know yet. We have to apply for the association to approve us, for approve our dogs, and the building, and something else. There's like 3 applications, but we're hopeful because that is a place for November and December, and it's about 20-25 minutes from our condo. So we are not allowed back in our condo till October 24th. They're thinking about, and then you have to go escorted with somebody from insurance and the assessment people to get a few things out of your condo. So we know that at least, and we're going to be patient with that. And I just so appreciate all your help. And it's not guaranteed yet, but we feel pretty good about the application. And thank you to Carol Ring, who has been just an advocate of checking, and Marion and so many other of you. But that's the one in Fort Myers that looks good right now. We also are going to try and get a rental car next week. Everything's just a little bit slower because so many people are overwhelmed in Florida and trying to get rental cars, trying to get insurance. Our insurance has not been able to communicate with us yet for our housing, but thank you to many of you who have donated some money. We had to put a decent down payment application fee down to even be considered for this place. So thank you to all your support. We were able to do that yesterday. So thank you. That's our update and we are starting to look for cars. We have a couple things. It's been hard for me traveling, so Greg's looked a little, but when I get back tonight and tomorrow morning, we'll start looking for cars again, try and get a rental starting next week, and then try to find one to buy in the weeks to come, and hopefully there'll be something in inventory or somewhere, something. Anyway, we'll figure that out. That's an update. Request. I actually have 4 requests for you. So thank you so much for those of you that have reached out and said, what can I do? How can I help? What can I do? Well, when I got up this morning in Chicago and it said feels like 32 out, I know that I meant to go back to Florida because it is better for my mental health. And that's why a big part of why I wanted to move there in the first place is I love to walk. I have not been walking or exercising, but I hope to get back on track with movement, walking, exercise, not overeating every day. I'm getting there. But for me right now, I'm having no judgment or shame on myself, and I'm just allowing myself to be comforted by whatever that is that helps me just feel a little grounded, a little joy, a little peace. And thank you to Northwestern Mutual yesterday and the ladies, Kelly and Janine, that met me for lunch and dinner to have conversation and connection and just love on me, and Northwestern Mutual, the lovely gift basket that you sent to my hotel. I'm super grateful for that. So my request, 4-part request. First, please continue to pray for us. We feel and receive every single prayer. Some days are easier than others, and some days are super hard. And so please continue to hold us in your thoughts and in your prayers, and send love and encouragement to us, because we need it, we receive it, and we appreciate it. The second request is when I speak, I usually bring this 70-pound suitcase with me full of books, and I sell a lot of books, and I could not bring that suitcase out of my building. And so my request is please buy one of my 6 books on Amazon. It helps me to make a little bit of money, but it also helps my books to get out in the world, which I'm unable to really do right now. So that's a huge request that I really appreciate. And I don't even know the prices because Amazon changes them, but they're $10 to $20, and I have 6 different books on there. And I appreciate the support. It's a great way to support me and my business right now, is just to buy a book, because I don't have them to sell or to spread in the world. So I would enormously appreciate that. The second request, or the third request, first prayer, second buy books on Amazon. The third request is that when I speak, one of my gifts has been that I do these comment cards. And on every comment card, it asks, do you want to hear more about Annie's other topics? And I have a number of topics that I'm able to speak on, from keynotes to breakouts to half day and full day trainings to 3-day retreats. And I don't have those comment cards with me. So I am not getting any leads. And really, I grow my business by every time I speak, I'm led to more speaking. And my calendar is very, very extremely light for next year. And I'm getting anxious about that. And without my comment cards, I don't have those leads to get more speaking and to get more connections. So there's 3 questions on my comment cards. It says, do you know another organization or association that would like to hear more about my speaking? It says, do you know someone that would like coaching individually or consulting as an organization for individuals or leadership teams? And 3, do you want my choose letter? And my choose letter is twice a month. Instead of sending a newsletter, I send a choose letter out that's about encouragement and love and choices and making good choices in hard times. And so looking for people to just sign up through my website for my choose letter, because I lose momentum. And every time I get done speaking, I'm unemployed until I get another speaking engagement. My next speaking engagement is November 1st, actually in Minnesota, and then November 2nd in Wisconsin, and November 18th in Florida. But then I think I have one more in December, but pretty light for the rest of this year and going into next year. And so if you know anybody that could use some encouragement, some inspiration, motivation, activation, I would love that connection. I would really appreciate that. And then my last request is in August, started putting together a small business owners, that's 1 to 5 million in revenue generated, ideally 3 or more employees or consultants for the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. And I had really good momentum on that. And now the last 2 weeks, I have not been working on it, partially due to being overwhelmed, distracted, travel, and I'm feeling disappointed in myself. And so another amazing way you could help me is if you know a small business owner in the Twin Cities that would like a peer advisory group of other small business owners that met for half a day once a month and a full day 4 times a year. If you would connect them with me, it would mean so much to me, or connect me with them and I'll reach out. Or if you are one and you're listening, Vistage has been around for 60 years. It's a peer advisory group, a mastermind group, a board of directors outside of your organization where you can confidently talk about your issues and your challenges and your successes without bias, but with great other leaders, business leaders and owners that can help support and encourage you on your path. And so I really plan to be back at my desk and focused on that Monday, but that is my request. And the third part of this video is that I'm super blessed. And I know that I'm blessed. And yesterday, for the first day since the hurricane, I got up and I wasn't shaking. And I know that's partially due, or hugely due, to you guys praying for me, loving me, sending me kindness, sending me love baskets, encouragement, cards. It means the world to me. And I know that I'm really blessed for a greater purpose. I know that I'm strong and resilient. I don't always feel that way. I know that I've survived much and that I will survive this. It doesn't mean it's not hard, but I'm so hopeful. And I really feel like I haven't been sleeping excellent. So I get up at 1 or 2 in the morning and I click on my phone, and every single time scripture pops up. Every single time a video pops up saying, God has something amazing for you. God is using this to strengthen you. You are loved. You have a purpose. And I just know, I feel very much that God speaks directly to me. I feel very loved by God and by Jesus, and that I have this greater purpose. And this morning I was kind of awake and dozing off, and I had this dream where I was preaching, not speaking, but speaking the truth of God in this auditorium. And like I was just telling people that in the darkest hours, in the hardest moments, you are loved and you are blessed and you are cared for, and your life has purpose and meaning beyond what you can imagine. So don't be afraid and don't get small. Be big and be open. Before I spoke yesterday, I just opened my body up. I went out on to the back deck of the golf course and the colors were beautiful. And I just said, Lord, fill me with your word right now. Fill me with your love that I could pour, you could pour into me, that I could pour out to this audience, because I felt shaky and I felt in my mind, I didn't know if I had the strength, or I knew I didn't have the strength, and I needed God's strength to speak and to speak into the audience and the love. And I know that I am blessed. I know that each of us is blessed. I know that God has favor for each of us, but I know that he will work all of this for good. And I don't know what our future looks like or where we'll live or what will happen, but I know that it will be good. And I know that not only will it be good, but it will be used through me for good. And that is what I'm feeling this morning as I get ready to go back. Is this is hard. I don't wish this on anybody, and I will never stay in a hurricane again, even if it's a one. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Get out, pay for a hotel if you have to, but it's terrifying. It's devastating. But I'm alive, and I'm alive for a reason and a purpose, and I'm going to use it for good. And I'm going to take every blessing that I have received, which is more than I can count at this moment, and I'm going to multiply it and give it back. And when and how, I don't exactly know, but I will in many ways for the rest of my life. And I just want you to know that I know that I don't take anything for granted. And I never say, why me? And I never wonder how this happened to me, because hard things happen to good people. And I've walked through many hard things, and I don't wish to walk through anymore. But if they come, we'll deal with them one step at a time and rely on you and this community of love and support and encouragement. And I just thank you for all your comments. I thank you for your support. I thank you for asking how you can support and hold me and Greg and our dogs right now. Peanut's really having a hard time, very anxious, losing his sight, very confused, and I'm not with him in it. So I need to get back to him, because it's hard for them too, and anyway, I'm breathing. I'm not crying constantly. There's always a tear every day still, but less and less. And I've got more hope than fear and more stability than shakiness. And I'm grateful for this community. I'm grateful for the listeners and the people that show up every day and thank me for sharing, because it helps me. And I don't know when I'll stop doing these Facebook Live or StreamYard, where I'm Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. But even if nobody listens, like, it's part of my healing journey is to share that there's good in the midst of the darkness, that there's light, that there's hope, that I can get back to healthy, that I can get back to happiness. And then in the moments of the darkness, that somebody shows up and reminds me that I was created for more, and so were you. And we were blessed to be a blessing. And every gift we are given, that it can be multiplied 10 times over and passed forward. And that's my goal for today, is just to go out and spread love and encouragement, and to put my feet back on the ground in Florida. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend, and a fruitful Friday, that it's just full of fruit and blessing, but not just that you receive it, that you multiply it and pass it forward. So thanks so much. God bless. Have a great day.